I've got a special guest with me in the studio here. We're going to have a special guest joining us on the Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline. We're here to talk about, I guess the best way to describe this would be a movie about making a movie. Is that a fair description, Laura Madsen?
Absolutely. So you said it's Bert, and I'm saying it's Laura Madsen right now. I'm joining you.
Yes.
And it's about a movie, about making a movie. It's a movie called Shooting Clerks. Now, if you go back in time to the 1990s, you guys will remember the iconic film Clerks.
Of course. How could you forget that? If you haven't, unless you've been under a rock and you haven't been in Jersey for the last 10 years, it's a cult classic. It really is.
Yeah, and this is going to be a cult classic in itself because it is the biopic movie of how Kevin Smith actually made the movie Clerks. And joining us today is the director of this film, Christopher Downie, all the way from Scotland.
Wow. Christopher, welcome to New Jersey and WCTC, an international guest today. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine, Bert. Thanks for having me on.
Wow, good to talk to you, and Laura Madsen is here too, the lady in red, the PR superstar, as I like to call her. But and good to have you with us here too, Christopher. I guess the first question is, why was this a story that you felt that need to be told? Talk about how you got involved with this project.
Well, I think it sort of started back when I was a teenager, so going back about 13, 14 years. And I started getting back into Kevin's movies because I'd taken a break for a while, and I thought to myself, the stories that he tells and the commentaries and the documentaries, they're just as interesting as some of the stuff in his films. I thought, well, you know what? One day I think he'll make a biopic about himself, kind of like Howard Stern did with Private Part. And then it never happened, and I forgot about it. Over the years, I just retained all of the information from the DVDs, from his books and things like that, just because that's just one of the only things I can do is retain that type of information. And then when he released his book in, I believe, 2011, he commented, seeing people had tried to option it, and he said, look, it's not a biographical book. And I thought, well, someone's going to do it now. In a couple of years, someone will make this movie. And we were making shorts, and I'd been making films for about 10, 12 years at that point, and nobody had made it. No one was still making it. And I thought, okay, well, we've made a couple of shorts about Kevin. Why don't we be the people to make the feature? And we just jumped in and never looked back. In the last 3 years, it's been quite a time.
So, Christopher, you had cast some amazing actors to play the younger versions of the original cast of Clerks. And in addition, in your film, you also have some of the original Clerks cast. So tell us, how did you reach out to some of the original Clerks cast and get them to appear in your film?
Well, when I was writing the script, I wrote it in 2013, the summer of 2013. I knew the story quite well inside and out. I'd heard it multiple times over the years, and I'd heard Kevin tell it in person as well, because I went to see him in a show. But I wanted to get other people's idea of what happened, other people's perspectives. So I contacted people like Ernie O'Donnell, obviously Kevin, Scott Schiaffo, Marilyn Gigliotti, Brian O'Halloran, and asked for a little sort of respectful sit-down, had a little chat, told them what it was. I didn't bug them too much because, I could be anybody. And they really gave me gold, especially Ernie. Ernie O'Donnell, who plays Rick Derris in the film, one of Kevin's oldest friends. They went to high school together, and he told me quite a lot about where he was coming from when the movie was being made, and it really informed the script, and his relationship with Kevin in our film very much comes from his side of things, while also still staying true to a lot of the stories that Kevin tells about his friendship with Ernie. And then it just kind of went from there, and eventually we just started to rack up more and more interest with the stars. I guess, just like I said, we were respectful and distant. We didn't get up in their face, and I think we earned, we earned the respect of the stars, so that they gave us a little bit of time, filmed their respective cameos, or some people aren't even cameos. Some people are in the movie a good while. So I guess that's that's how it happened in the beginning. Yeah, we just sort of reached out and let them know that we're fans as well. It's not just about the movie.
Very cool. I love this. What was Kevin's take on this when you first brought this to him, Christopher? Was he kind of flattered that you wanted to tell his story, or was he kind of like, well, why do you want to do a story about me? I don't know how interesting I am. What was his take on this when he first heard about this?
Well, he's known about us since 2011, late 2011, when the casting call for the short film that we did called Babylon Begins, which isn't really a biopic. It's more a sort of pastiche on the way Hollywood sort of treats celebrities and things like that. And he was very much one of the central characters in it. He thought it was quite funny that we were making a film in Scotland about that, and they talked about it on one of his podcasts. Ralph Garman talked about it every week almost, who's his co-host on that show. Also works on the radio. And when we did something a little bit more serious about a year later, he took even more notice, and he actually helped us and financed the short and helped promote it, and then eventually put it on his YouTube channel and did a little intro with himself and Jason Mewes. He's been he claims a distant guiding hand. He doesn't want to get too involved because obviously he wouldn't want to be criticised for stirring the pot of his own film. But he's helped us to no end. It's been fantastic, and I'm really excited to be screening it to him in 2 weeks. So we'll see how this fully comes full circle when he actually watches the film for the first time.
I love this. This is a fantastic project. Christopher Downie is with us this morning, live from Scotland, director of the film Shooting Clerks. Can you hang on for a few minutes, Christopher? Because I want to get some more information now, particularly about these screenings that are coming up very soon. Can you hang with us through a break?
Absolutely.
All right, very cool. And Laura, you've got the information about these screenings?
Yes, I do, and so does Christopher.
This is going to be great.
This is going to be the biggest thing this summer in New Jersey.
Serious? Wow.
I am 1,000% serious.
Very cool. All right. When Laura speaks, it's the truth, too. I've noticed over the years. All right. We'll got more information coming up about Shooting Clerks, so stick around. Where the Forge Jewelers Omega time is 8:21. Forge Jewelers, the official jeweler of 1450 WCTC. Another couple minutes with the Lady in Red, Laura Madsen, who was here, the PR superstar. And on the Jersey Central Newsmaker hotline, joining us from Scotland this morning, director of a film, Shooting Clerks. Christopher Downie is with us here with some information on this. Christopher, talk about, if you could, the draw, the allure of this film, because people that love this movie, they can't watch it enough. Every time it comes on, they got to watch it. They binge watch it. I find myself, even on occasion, I've caught myself doing the rap, the Jay and Silent Bob rap, the real vulgar song. I don't know why. It pops in my head, Christopher, and I can't get it out of my head until I actually do the rap song, which, of course, I can't do one word of it here being on the air. What's the draw of this? Why are people so drawn to the Clerks movie?
I think because it depicts a side of life that very few films up until that point had portrayed on screen. Also, it's from a person who worked retail, and a lot of people can relate to that as well. Well written. The dialogue is fantastic, and you just want to see what certain people are going to do next, mainly Randall, of course. And that's why I constantly go back to it. And the black and white aspect, something that a lot of people may have criticized the film for, but I love the fact that it's in black and white. It just gives it edge. I've always referred to it as a movie that MTV would have put on when they still did movies.
And you use some of that same kind of edge in your film, Shooting Clerks. You have the black and white, and your casting is phenomenal. You have some amazing actors in it. You know you do. Chris Bain and Stephanie Price, to name a few, that portray the original Clerks cast as their younger selves phenomenally. Like, totally impersonation, believable. It's great.
Yeah, we were very lucky. It started small, where we found one person, and then it snowballed, and we felt really lucky. I mean, although we didn't have much to make the movie, we at least had some really talented actors and some fantastic behind the camera people as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. We have a couple minutes left, Christopher. I want to make sure that you and Laura can get all the information about these screenings that are scheduled and all the ticket information, because for people who loved Clerks, they will absolutely adore Shooting Clerks. I have no doubt about that. So, well, let me let you guys give out the information regarding the screenings that are coming up soon. We want to make sure, Laura, that we get that out to everybody. All right? So you and Christopher want to handle that?
Yeah. Christopher, how's this all kicking off?
Well, we're kicking off on Saturday, 5th of August at 8 p.m. at the in Atlantic Highlands, at Highlands, formerly known as Highlands Cinema 5. You can see it's in Atlantic Highlands. You can call. I'll let you give the number, actually, Laura.
Sure. For tickets, the easiest way to buy tickets, and you want to try to get to the screening before the tickets are going to sell out, because we have a very special guest at this one, Kevin Smith himself, as well as some of the original cast members of Clerks.
That's awesome.
You can go to, it's buytickets.at/Shooting Clerks. So that's the website. You can also call the cinema directly, 732-291-0148. But the easiest way to do it is to go to buytickets, all one word, .at/Shooting Clerks. And that's for the Saturday, August 5th screening at 8 p.m. in Atlantic Highlands. Special guest, Kevin Smith.
I'll just stop you for 2 seconds. We've also just recently got another confirmed guest. We've got Tom Sullivan coming down, who plays Jeff in the movie.
Wow.
And we've got Jason Mewes, who of course plays Jay in all the films. He's coming down as well, as well as Brian O'Halloran and.
Yeah, this is how it kicks off, guys. Then the very next day, Sunday, August 6th, 7 p.m., we have another screening at the Bright Side Tavern. It's in Jersey City, New Jersey. For tickets, they're available at the door, but you can also go to Shooting Clerks Film Screening, all one word, Shooting Clerks Film Screening, brownpapertickets.com. And if you buy the tickets online and pay with PayPal, they're $15. Credit card is $20, and it's $20 at the door. So if you get your tickets early, you get a discount.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're circling back with one final screening, Saturday, August 13th, 5:15 p.m. And this is going to be at the Monmouth Film Festival. You can get tickets if you go to the Monmouth Film Festival website. That's www.monmouthfilmfestival.org/Shooting Clerks. So there are 3 different venues. So hopefully all you guys listening out there can get a ticket to at least one of them.
That's Red Bank, right? The 13th is
yeah,
where that is?
the 13th at the Monmouth Film Festival. That is in Red Bank.
Beautiful. Wow. This is exciting stuff.
Yeah.
I can't.
We're also looking to do a screening in New York, and we have had people contact us here and there regarding possible screenings in between there, but there's nothing solid yet. So just watch the space. If you follow us on Twitter, so just go to @Uppie Downie, so UPPIEDOWNIE, or if you follow us on Facebook, just type in Shooting Clerks. You'll get any information on additional screenings there as well.
Awesome stuff. Christopher Downie joining us from Scotland this morning. Congratulations and good luck with this film. This is going to just take on a life of its own once it hits the screens here in New Jersey. So thank you for your time this morning, and good luck going forward. We appreciate your time today, okay?
Thanks for having me on.
All right, you bet. Thank you. And Laura Madsen, I can't thank you enough either. Very exciting. Congratulations to you as well with this your involvement with this film here.
They are a wonderful group of people to work with. I'm so excited for them. I'll be at all of the screenings supporting them 1,000%. And it's going to, they're going to release this film hopefully later this year as well for anybody who can't make it to the screening. So it's very exciting.
Wonderful. Good to see you as always. Thanks for being here today and knock 'em dead. Congratulations on this. All right.
All right, Bert.